Okay, so Jacob, I don't think these are the videos you're accustomed to watching on YouTube, but I think you'll find it really helpful for doing long division because I know it can be difficult. Um, my suggestion is to have this video in front of you, hit play, complete one step in the problem that I put on the board here, and hit pause, and then do that step. Then hit play again, watch how the next step is done, pause the video, complete that step, then hit play again, and watch how the next step is done. Then hit pause and complete that step on your question, and so on, until you get the question done. So I'll do a couple of examples here. Let's look at this one. 2 divided into 56. Now, it's important that you understand what this actually means. I don't want you blindly following sequential rules to solve this and not know what it is that you're dealing with. What you're dealing with here is you have 56 of something. Could be cookies, turnips, socks. You get the idea. Anything. 56 of something. And what we're trying to do is make groups that have 2 in each group. So we have 56 of something, and we want to divide all those things into groups. And each group is going to have 2 things. That's basically what we're doing. So the answer that we get up top here in the end is going to tell us how many groups we can make that have 2 in each group if we have 56 things. Again, our answer up here is going to tell us how many groups of 2 we can make out of 56 things. So let's get started. The first thing we do is we look at the first digit. It's a 5. So if we have 5 of something, I'm going to draw a 5. We'll call them cookies. 5 of something. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. How many groups of 2 can we make if we have 5 of something? Well, I can make 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2. So if I have 5 of something and I want to make groups of 2, I can make 1, 2 groups. 2 groups of 2, how many cookies does that account for? How many cookies is 2 groups of 2? It's 1 cookie, 2 cookies, 3 cookies, 4 cookies. 2 groups of 2 gives us 4. Now what do we do? Well, we want to know if we just made 2 groups of 2 out of 5 cookies, how many cookies did we not put into groups? 1. 1 cookie. So that 1 goes right here. We're basically taking 5 and subtracting 4. 1 cookie left. Now the next step is we have to bring down this 6. So this 6 just comes right down here. And now the question we have to ask ourselves is, if we have 16 cookies, how many groups can we make that have 2 in each group? If we have 16 cookies, how many groups of 2 can we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, oh, and Mrs. Dakins is visiting us. Hello. So we have 16 cookies. We want to make groups that have 2 in each group. So here's our 16 cookies. Let's see how many groups of 2 we can make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I drew 16 cookies. That's what we're dealing with, 16. And I wanted to know how many groups of 2 can I make? I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups of 2. So that 8 goes up here. Just like when I figured out if I have 5 cookies, I can make 2 groups, and that equals 4. Well, now that I have 16 cookies, I've determined that I can make 8 groups of 2. So that 8 goes up here. And what is 2 groups of 8? Well, over here we can see that 2 groups of 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And after I make 8 groups of 2 out of 16 cookies, how many cookies do I have left? 0. If I look over here, there's no cookies that didn't get put into groups of 2. So there's 0 cookies left. So, what we determine is that if we have 56 cookies, and we take all those cookies and we put them into groups of 2, we can make 28 groups of 2. Again, if we have 56 of something, 56 cookies for instance, and we want to make groups of 2 cookies, how many groups like that can we make? We can make 28 groups of 2, and that would equal 56 cookies. Let's have a look at another one. Okay, so what's this question asking us? It's asking us that if you had 187, we're going to go with cookies again? TARDISes. Nope, no, I'm not going there. No Doctor Who. We have 187, I'm just going with cookies again. Sorry, Jacob. Cookies. We have 187 cookies. What we want to know is, if we have that big old pile of cookies, 187 of them, how many groups can we make that have 6 in each group? We have 187 cookies. How many groups of 6 can we make out of 187 cookies? So, the steps are just like last time. But there's a little bit of a difference in this problem, as you're going to see now in a second. We want to make groups of 6. So we look at our number inside and we focus on the first digit. How many groups of 6 can we make if we have 1 of something? Well, here's 1 of something. How many groups of 6 can I make if I have 1 cookie? Oh, none. I cannot make a group of 6 if I only have 1 thing. So up above the 1, we could write 0 if you want. It's not necessary. But that tells us that if you have 1 cookie, you can make 0 groups of 6. So now that we've determined, we've worked on the first digit and determined that we can't make a group of 6 out of it, we add the next digit to it. I shouldn't say add to it. We include this digit as part of the new number that we're looking at. So we start it with 1. Now we're looking at 18. So we determined we can't make groups of 6s out of 1. So now we're going to see if we can make groups of 6 out of 18. So you can use your multiplication chart, and that's what I suggest, and that's what you'll do on your test. But you can also draw pictures if the number isn't too high. You don't want to be drawing a zillion cookies. But right now we're talking about 18 cookies. So I can draw 18 cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 cookies. That cookie is a little misformed. There we go. 18 cookies. And we want to know, if we have 18 cookies, how many groups can we make that have 6 in each group? If we have 18 cookies, how many groups of 6 can we make? Well, we'll start circling. 1 group of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you have 18 cookies, you can make 1, 2, 3 groups of 6. So if you have 18 cookies, how many groups of 6 can you make? 3. And the 3 goes above the number that we're dealing with. We're dealing with 18, so the 3 goes above the 18. The next step is we say, so if we made 3 groups of 6, How many cookies does that account for? Well, as we saw down here, 3 groups of 6 gives us 18 cookies. And as we can see down here, there's none left over. 18 cookies, and we used all 18 to make groups of 6, so we have no cookies left over. Now we need to bring down the 7. So 0, 7 is just 7. That just means 7. The same as 0, 3 just means 3. 0 has no effect. We brought down our 7, so now we have to ask ourselves, if we have 7 cookies, how many groups of 6 can we make? Oh, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cookies. How many groups of 6 can I make? Just 1. And the number of groups you can make, that digit always goes up here. We just figured out if we have 7 cookies, we can make 1 group of 6. And how many will we have left over? We'll have 1 left over. 1 group of 6 equals 6 cookies, and we'll have 1 left over, 1 remainder. So Jacob, I hope you find that helpful. I hope it's visible to you. I tried to orient the camera to the best of my ability. So with a lot of practice, I think you'll get this down. Just use the videos, pause them when you need to, and practice makes perfect. Good luck, buddy. See ya. I need a shave.